there, my name's Michael and welcome to Tabletop-Infiltrator. In today's video we're going to be having a look at June's edition of White Dwarf, issue 465. This one's going to be interesting as we've got some freebies from Games Workshop, so looking forward to seeing what we've got. Let's jump in and check it out. So here it is, White Dwarf issue 465. You can tell it's going to be a good one because it's got it's inside one of these cases. So inside it we've got a free Tome Keepers transfer sheet, so a Space Marine chapter, and we've also got, it looks like, a poster inside for Warhammer Dark Tide. So I haven't opened this. So we've got, what have we got inside? So Tome Keepers Crusade rules and a short story. The Ogre sellswords of Excelsis. Age of Sigmar. Age of Sigmar, Tale of Four Warlords, Anvil of Destruction, Chronicles of Chronicles, The Wanderer, Conclusion of the Chronicles of the Wanderer, and much more. So, knife quick. So let's start off with the transfer sheet. So this is for the Tome Keepers Space Marine chapter. That's pretty cool. Like that, Tome Keepers transfer sheet. And guess what? They've got skull iconography, which is what I use on my Redeemers chapter. So over here we've got some character skulls that I could probably get away with using. So that's cool. You like that? That's well not. I like that. I'll keep that. Cool. And then next we've got a poster. It's a bit big probably to get onto the camera all in one go, but Warhammer Dark Tide. Nice. Really nice. Not too keen on the fact that it's a cultist. A traitor Imperial Guardsman. Look at that ugly mug. It's just single-sided, so yeah. Nice poster you've got there. Right, and then onto the front cover. So again, we just went through what we went earlier. Age of Sigmar, so we've got the two Flashpoints for Warhammer Age of Sigmar, 140k, so Broken Realms and the Caradon Warzone. And then we've got the Giants. Let's get okay, so straight away we've got the Tome Keepers. That's really cool. Like that. It's like a, what is that? Like, that reminds me of like the Death Guard, the pre-heresy Death Guard colours almost. That bony, dark bony colour. That's really cool, that. Nice. So your contents page. Already some cool looking models. Look like a Empire Knight or something fighting against an Ogre. Pretty cool. And then your contact page. Where we feature thoughts, questions and painted miniatures. And basically people can send in their pictures and they'll print the best ones. Really nice that they include stuff from the community in there. Whoa, that is cool. Model of the Mount Selenar. Age of Sigmar. I have no idea how to pronounce any of the names. Honestly, I think Age of Sigmar models actually maybe are better than 40k models. The sculpts themselves, I think they look amazing. You can definitely tell they're like high fantasy, but oh, so cool. Necrons, Warboss, Lord of the Rings, and Riders of Rohan. Nice. So, Worlds of Warhammer, so delving into the background of the Age of Sigmar and the 41st millennium, looking at how stories are created and legends are born. And in this particular issue's article, they continue where they left off, exploring the legacy of global campaign. So, Storm of Chaos, Fall of Medusa. Wow, I remember these a long time ago. Brilliant, redconned. Kona, yeah, brilliant. Well worth a read that if you're interested. And then we're right onto the 40k section. So this is, what is it? Caradon, the Flashpoint Caradon. Is it? This is, it's not Riser. Is it Riser? I can't remember which Forge World this is. The Death Guard have invaded it. Metallica, that's it. I think it's Metallica. Let me down in the comment section if I've completely messed that up and insulted Adeptus Mechanicus players, but I think that's Metallica. Again, I love that colour scheme. It's really cool. Yeah, so the Flashpoint Caradon. So the war continues in the Caradon sector. I think this has been a brilliant series by Games Workshop, and honestly, it really gives you an inclination of what's going on in the galaxy at present. And I really hope what they do. I really hope that the Death Guard actually win this, because it's either a draw or the Imperium win. So it'd be a change of pace if the Death Guard can win something. Really nice. Wow, they are some awesome looking models. I mean, I'm no Chaos player, but they are brilliant. Really nice. And then converting your model. This is one of the biggest things I love about the hobby, is the conversion potential that you have. You've got a Blight, Plague Burst Crawler, some awesome looking Lehman Russ Executioner, massive plasma generator on the back of it. What would happen if that overheated? You'd be blown away into the atmosphere. Some Thousand Suns and some Orcs, some Sisters. Then what we got here? Wow, this is really nice. Some Death Shroud Terminators. They're cool. And a painting guide. I mean, each to their own, but I think it's really nice that Games Workshop include this, these painting guides, and the finished result is really nice. Paint splatter, colours of contagion, it really is. And obviously this is your battle ready, so if you want to quickly get your miniatures painted up to a good standard and just ready for the tabletop. And then your parade ready is a bit more advanced with edge highlighting and some other bits and pieces and some different techniques. Nice. The Fell Tide. So it looks like it's giving you some different missions to play. That's really nice. So some different scenarios you can play out in the Caradon sector. That's really nice. I like that, because the GT missions in the main book, they can get, well, if you play regularly, like really regularly, they can get a bit boring and maybe a bit stagnant. But it's nice that they include those in there. Wow. So Crusades of a Chapter. So this is giving you some background or some. No, this is giving you some information so you can use the Tome Keepers in Crusade battles. Now, I don't play Crusade. I've heard it's really cool. It's really narrative and you can do a lot with it. But I can barely get my head around the 40k rules, let alone plus a whole load of extra rules for Crusade. But no, really kind. Like I said, I love the colour scheme, and it's really good that Games Workshop are giving the Crusade rules some support. So really nice that. Again, brilliant looking models. Oh, you've got like a name generator. Wow, that's got. I'm like, that's cool. I like that. That's a brilliant piece of artwork there. You can probably tell on some of my thumbnails that I've stolen some artwork just because I love the look of it if I'm whatever unit I'm discussing. So that's really cool. Apothecary there. I think he's dead. Legends of the chapter. So they're now well established. So the Tome Keepers, they're a well established part of 40k lore. And White Dwarf team wanted to delve into their background, so it gives you a nice little understanding of the chapter themselves. Bit of fluff, and you can incorporate that into your crusade campaign that you do. Nice. I absolutely love that Games Workshop have gone back to giving you, like, look at all this material, and this will keep you, like, you could go back to read this again and again. Really good. Getting some brilliant looking artwork there. Really nice. Echoes from the Warp. So this is a regular column about rules, tactics and ongoing developments in Warhammer 40k. And this is issued by James Gallagher. Joins us to talk about the crusade system. So yeah, if you're interested in crusade systems, this is definitely one to have a read of. Looks like Death Watch there. Nice. Mission packs, some traits that you can roll for. Lovely. Atmospheric insertion. Nice. And this is an interview, is it? With an illustrator. Illustrator Scott has an unusual, he takes pictures of Warhammer 40k models and adds digital effects. Wow, that was cool. Oh yeah, the little lightning bolts coming out there. Nice. Oh, that's really cool. I love it. This is really interesting stuff. It's nice to see it's been added into White Dwarf. Wow. That looks awesome. And these are all just miniatures he's added effects to. Oh, I wish I could do this on some of my pictures. It'll make my videos a lot more interesting. Maybe I should contact him. Give me some tips. Wow, they look awesome. Look at those Creed cavalry and Death Riders. Wow. Nice. Ah, so it gives you like step-by-step guide of how he's digital paint over to chart. Ah, so he's giving you how he's done it. Might have a little sneaky read of that and see what we can do. Right, moving on to Warhammer Age of Sigmar. Now, like I said, I'm a Warhammer 40k fan. I used to be interested in the old world, but when it comes to Age of Sigmar, I absolutely think the model range looks fantastic, but I know absolutely nothing about it. But again, look at this artwork, it looks amazing. Ogres. I remember when they were released for the old world, they like something about their gut. And it was their pride and joy. So Flashpoints, so this is the opposite to the Warhammer 40k version. Tomb of the Celestial, so Ogres are not particularly fussy who they fight for as long as they get something out of it. Fair enough. Meat and ale are preferable. I can relate to that. So again, some little bits of fluff there, that's nice. Oh, is this a whole story? Oh wow, yeah, it's a whole story again for the Flashpoint, the war zone. Yeah, they're really cool. Ah, that picture there, that's from a White Dwarf, like God knows how long ago, but I think that's when they released the Ogres for the old world. Brilliant, and so you've got some data sheets here. Again, I know nothing about. This would be really good for Warhammer 40k. Instead of trolling through the codex, you can just take the unit cards that you have for your particular force, and that just make finding information for them a lot more useful. And it's nice they've put it on this thicker card that you could cut out if you want to, and you can add it to your own collection. That's nice. I think those are giants. I can't remember what they call them in Age of Sigmar, but giants is what I know them as. Again, this is, if you're into Age of Sigmar, honestly, look at all of this that they've given you. If I'm ever feeling like a little bit worn out by the hobby, I just pick up a White Dwarf and read through some of the fluff and the stories. It just really gets you going again. And I think, is this the... No, this just carries on with the Siege of Excelsis. So following his defeat at Tuskvolt, the mighty Gordrak has turned his attention on the city of Excelsis. While his vast hordes assault the city's front gates, other sneakier allies work to undermine the city of secrets from the inside. Is he talking about the Skaven? Little ratty things. Don't know, do they even exist in Age? I have no idea. But wow, look at this! All of this, you can use all of this to fight out the battle and the scenarios. Battle, fire at the docks, secrets of Excelsis. Yeah, I think this is the fact that they give you all of this in White Dwarf really does make it worth its while. Years ago, when they were doing that stupid catalogue of pictures thing, and they were still charging you the same amount of money. I think well done for Games Workshop for doing it, for accepting that there was an issue and going back and fixing it, and listening to the community. Again, rules for the giants here. Nice. Some more unit cards, it looks like. Again, some great artwork. Tale of 4 Warlords, so the iconic, so basically they get some of the team there, 4 of them, and they'll paint up a couple of models or a couple of units each month, and then they'll duke it out, and this time it's Age of Sigmar. So again, if you're really interested and you like to see the progression of the force, I think it's really important as well, is when you're collecting an army, just don't go out and buy 2,000 points worth straight away, because you'll see the sea of plastic and be like, oh, this is going to take me forever. Build it up, go start at 500 points, play a couple of games to get used to your army, move up to 1,000, 1,500, 2,000 points. It will mean that you're not burnt out straight away, and then you'll get some real fun, and also get used to playing with your force as well, and it might give you an opportunity to change up any units that you might think are not performing. So yeah, good way of collecting and painting and playing, I think. I do prefer the 40k one, obviously, but look, the models look great. These are like the ales, or however you call them, and you've got some giant goat cow thing with a mountain on it, and that looks great. Some more brilliant looking models. It looks like some chaos chariots or something. Looks like some wood elves or something like that. Whatever the wood elf version is in, or dark elf version is in AOS. Nice. The host of excess. Dark elves. Oh no, Slaanesh. Slaanesh, that's it. Wicked. Rules of engagement. So, rules of engagement curated by the Age of Sigmar games developers focuses on the creation, design and evolution of rules for Warhammer Age of Sigmar. And so in this issue, Lewis highlights the biggest battle tone updates in the Broken Realms Kragnos. So it gives you an overview of what they've done. Brilliant. I mean, some of this, a lot of these things you can find on YouTube, but I think it's really good that you can that they put it in here, and it gives you hours of reading. And because everything's so varied, they've got Age of Sigmar, Warhammer 40k, all the specialist gaming systems. There's stuff for everyone. Ooh, Golden Demon. I like Golden Demon. Not that I could ever paint anything to this level, but I do like looking at it. So Golden Demon is the most prestigious Warhammer painting competition in the world, with countless painters from across the globe taking part. This month we chat with many time winner Mark Lifton about duels, dioramas, and finding the spark of inspiration. So yeah, if you like your painting, definitely worth a read. Hello, that's awesome. I really love these. And it gives you, even though I might not be able to paint to the standard, it gives you ideas of like maybe colour schemes or conversion ideas that you could implement maybe on your own force. Maybe not to this degree or level of competency, but yeah, I think it's fantastic. Gene Stealers and some little grot looking tank there. Nice. What else have we got? Someone's getting absolutely gripped in the face there. He's not long for this world. And then Diachasm, one of the specialist games, so Path to Victory. In this Path to Victory article, the Box Games Studio take a walk on the wild side and embrace the savagery of Beastgrave. So the vampires, I take it. Here they offer deck building tips and tactical advice on the 2 newest warbands. So yeah, if you're into Diachasm, and these are the 2 new warbands they brought out apparently, gives you some tips and hints to how to use them. Again, great that these specialist games are supported like that. Brilliant by Games Workshop. The models, they do look really good. Wow, a lot given over to that. And the Hostiles of Curse City. Oh dear. So the Curse City has been overrun by the undead. Its populace cowed by half-feral vampire Rudikar, the wolf. Here we take a closer look at the legions of undeath that have made the Curse City their home and what you will need to watch out for during your game. So again, support for the specialist games. And these models look brilliant. So cool. Yeah, really nice. Right, Black Library, moving on to this. Age of Sigmar reading guide. So if you want to catch up on everything Warhammer Age of Sigmar related when it comes to the Black Library and you're just wondering where the hell to start, this is it. So I'll give you a step-by-step guide of where to go. Like I said, Age of Sigmar is not really my thing. I think in the previous White Dwarf they had one for Horus Heresy, which is really useful. Yeah, brilliant. Wow, there's a lot here. There's a hell of a lot. I mean, Age of Sigmar is really getting the depth and richness that it now deserves. The old world had that because it'd been around for decades, and when Age of Sigmar first started, it was quite shallow. It didn't have that detail to it, but now it looks like there's a huge amount that you could potentially read. Right, and then moving on to Middle Earth, so Fangorn Unleashed. So this would be the Ents, is it? So the new model range for the Ents. So if you're interested in Middle Earth and Lord of the Rings, definitely worth a read. I remember that part of the movie when they step out and you can see what Isengard has done to the forest, and he's really ticked off. Last March of the Ents. Brilliant. And then the Black Library, so we've got here the White Bearded Ancestor. So as the Age of Myth draws to a close and the Age of Chaos reigns, the Maker faces many tough decisions. Will he intervene in the salvation of his people, or will he see them face the hardship alone? Perhaps the future of the Duradan race rests in the hands of another. Brilliant, so it gives you a little bit of fluff on what happened at the beginning of the Age of Sigmar. Brilliant. I might even read that. That's fantastic. Okay. Last bits there. And then inside the studio, and then as you come to the end of the magazine, you look at the games people have been playing and models they've been painting in the studio over the past month. And in this issue, Space Marines, Quad Guns, Angry Necrons, a big Gribbly, Curse City models, and free stuff. Calcula. Awesome. Brilliant. Next issue on sale, 16th of July. Flashpoint Octaris. Is that a new one then? Oh, I might have to actually go back and read it, see if they've finished. The. I'll actually read it. I didn't know this was the last issue of Caradon. I'll have a look at that. Brilliant. Oh yes, and then a brilliant piece of artwork on the back there with some models. Looks like the custodians are taking on the Tyranids. Brilliant. So yeah, that's White Dwarf 465 June's edition. Really very nice. Well worth a read, and the fact that you get the transfer sheet and the big poster for Dark Tide as well. Definitely worth it, I think. Definitely worth it. What did you think? I thought it was pretty good, to be honest. You've got all that free stuff, and there's a lot going on in that magazine, and a lot of support for all the gaming systems that Games Workshop do. So really happy with that one. Let me know down in the comment sections what you think. Will you be picking it up? I'd be really interested to hear your thoughts. I am hoping that the next White Dwarf issue will be 40k focused. Obviously that's what I like. So fingers crossed. If you've enjoyed the video, consider giving me a thumbs up, and if you haven't, a thumbs down. And if you want to support the channel, hit that subscribe button down there in the corner. It really does help me out, and switch on notifications so you never miss a video. And I'll hopefully see you next time.